All right, now let's talk about some local pro wrestling in the Crossroads. This weekend, our friends at the Aces is back with their event titled That One Night 2. This was my second time covering this event, and the Aces definitely followed up from their previous show. Another great show in the history books for the Aces in the match titled The War to Settle the Score that saw the Lone Star Mafia beat the team of Cuervo, Decimus, and Calibus. In some championship action, we saw a newly crowned LWA Rise Division champion in Roderick Rodzilla, and Victoria's own Chamberlain retained his Lucha Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Here's a word from those champions.
I was born and raised here. You know, there's a little place called Under the Hill. If you know, you know what I mean? Coming from the bottom, homelessness, you name it, all the way to becoming world champion in my hometown in front of my peers and strangers all the same. You know, everyone came out here, brought that energy, you know.
It's definitely given me a stronger connection with the fans in Victoria because every time I come to this place, it's awesome. Like, the crowd, the kids, they love Rodzilla. I'm Laredo's Founders, baby. And now that I got the gold, I'm the man.
All right, thank you, Carlos Godetta. Bay City wide receiver Exilin Williams was honored at the Ford Tough banquet yesterday in Frisco. Williams set a school record for most touchdown reception with 21 total. He finished with 1,205 receiving yards and 21 receiving touchdowns. Big congrats to Exilin Williams and the Bay City Black Cats. And this looks to be an eventful offseason for the Houston Astros. Their pitcher, Framber Valdez, has signed a one-year deal on Thursday. This deal is worth $18 million. This all comes after he went 15 for 7 and striking out 169 times this season. The Astros will need him if they plan on making a run for the AL West title. He also finished 15 in AL MVP voting. And let's talk more about the Houston Texans, who began their postseason run. Nico Collins led the Texans in receiving yards with 122, and there you saw earlier was his lone touchdown. But the Texans really took over with their coverage defense as Eric Murray makes a pick six to make the lead bigger and secure the victory entering the fourth quarter. C.J. Stroud finished with 282 receiving yards. The Texans will have their work cut out for them in the AFC divisional round matchup. We'll have updates on when the game will take place as they will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And as the wildfires continue to impact the NFL and the NBA, the Houston Texans have begun their efforts to try and help respond to the relief going on. They have reportedly donated $1 million to California. Texans chair and CEO saying in part, "We are proud to join together with our NFL family to provide support and resources to those who have been impacted, as well as the firefighters and first responders who continue to work tirelessly to contain the fires." And the Houston Rockets have welcomed back their third draft pick from last year's draft, Reed Sheppard. He's now on the active roster. Sheppard has been on fire in the G League, playing for the Rio Grande Valley Vipers, most recently erupting for 24 points and 9 assists in a win over the G League Wolves. And let's hope the three-point shooting can transfer to the NBA. The Rockets prepare to host the Memphis Grizzlies tomorrow in a battle for the #2 Western Conference seed. Now,